talking to colleagues about this?
Right. Well, we worked the floor. I worked the floor very hard for this bill. And we're trying to gather as many sponsors as we can so that we can make a statement just by the numbers that have signed on to the bill. We've also been fortunate in that 2 committees have held hearings that expose the quality of this bill and its given purpose and the wordsmithing that has been part of it. So much so that I believe we will probably have a markup sometime this fall so that we can go to the full floor with the committee. Now, it's interesting because Republicans and Democrats alike get to invite panelists to these hearings. And across the board in the science, space, and technology committee hearing, with unanimity, those witnesses spoke. So regardless of which side invited them, there was a statement saying that we need to respect science and there needs to be integrity that accompanies that journey. Now, data are important. Facts are important. We can't go forward and offer effective solutions if we reject the facts, science, and data. As I said, the loss that comes by lack of integrity can mean the loss of freedom. It can mean the loss of wages, the loss of opportunity, the loss of progress, the loss of hope, and certainly the loss of lives. So it's important for us to underscore the value added there. Now, my concern is that even with the statements made at the hearings and with the progress with the sponsorship growing, we still need to reach out to our friends across the aisle. And I've asked them to listen to what the experts have been saying, experts that they invited to the discussion. And this needs to be a bipartisan outcome. The last time I checked, science and its improvements, science and its advancements don't stop at Democratic boundaries or Republican boundaries. They're there for all of us. And with this nation's intellect, why would we want to suppress that intellect? Why wouldn't we want to unleash it? So right now, the efforts have been good with hearings, with statements made by those invited from both sides of the political aisle to speak to the issue. Now we need to cultivate a climate, or at least an outcome. We have a climate there that's asking them to join in. We need an outcome where people enter in. People who talk about climate science, if you believe that, then step up to the plate and support the Integrity Act, because that will enable us to get things done all the sooner. With attempts to draw us away from the Paris Accord table, with the sense of urgency that surrounds the climate change issue, we need to be there. And so I just implore anyone in this audience that believes in this outcome, in science and a scientific integrity measurement, please call people that you can think of that may be involved in this process and encourage them to exercise their voice.
And it seems like having those kinds of examples that we've heard on the panel so far are the way to drive that home.